I didn't mention about you on the web. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I am Dan Smith, Jr., your host for this morning. And this month is being Build Blueprint for Success. If you'd like to like, comment, or share. Now, December theme is Blueprint for Proactivity. And to get more productivity into your day, you must use your superpower and allow people and circumstances to have control. Be grateful for your life. Preserve it. 1, set smart goals. What I mean by that, setting smart goals, they got to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So what I'm saying when I say specific, you got to be well defined and clear and unambiguous with specific criteria that measures your progress toward the accomplishment of the goal. So that's why you got to be specific about your specific. Now, achievable attainable, and not impossible. And realistic within reach. Time with a clearly defined timeline, including starting date, a target date. The purpose is to create urgency. And one of the reasons I think you have to have SMART goals, if you want to be successful, you set the goals where you know you can achieve them. Don't set them where they're not reachable. Because if they're not reachable, how are you going to manage and get those goals there? And without possibility of failing. So that's why they got to be achievable. And they got to be realistic, which means they got to be within reach. And they got to be timely, which means clearly defined a timeline, including the starting date and the target date. The purpose is to create urgency. We're going on down there and then setting the SMART goals. Then you got to prioritize them. You got to put them in order to achieve those SMART goals. You don't want to put something there that's not achievable, and you got to put it in the middle somewhere that you can achieve that goal. But you got to start out, like I said, you got to start out, be specific. And then you can measure them. So that's why I say prioritize these goals. And I like this being so specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So you got to prioritize your goal. If you want to reach your goal, prioritize your goal, you must do this. Also, you can create a daily to-do list. I am one of the, I ain't gonna say world race, but a lot of times I'll say what I'm gonna do, and I get sidetracked. And I guess one of the things when you want to create one, you need to write it down. We go back to prioritizing. What are you going to do? You start out keeping number from 1. You got 10 things to do, 1 through 10, and get those and create those daily to-do lists. And you always watch your to-do list so that you can make sure you accomplish and complete your to-do list. You don't want to leave nothing hanging out. You don't want to get nothing sidetracked or get yourself sidetracked by not going along with your daily to-do list. So that's one of the things too. Another one is formulate a positive mindset. You got to have a positive mindset of where you're going. You can't, if it's not positive, you can't have a negative. It can't be negative. It can't be, I'm gonna say half put together. So you got to have a positive mindset. So if I'm gonna reach, with these SMART goals, and I'm gonna be productive in my daily life, I got to formulate a positive mindset. Your mind got to be where you're looking to go, how you want to get there, why you want to get there, and keep your mind set on what you're doing. Don't let nothing distract you. But also be ready for pitfalls and obstacles. There's always a possibility you could fall. I'm not saying you will. We're not perfect. We always have to develop with our mindset, with a positive mindset. So if we do have a pitfall, we can get back up and keep moving. And, we have obstacles that could come in our way. It's here I go back again. We're not perfect. There's always possibility of obstacles that can get in your way. You get thrown off. You don't reach it. You don't do this today. I'll put it off. Well, I'll move it, change it. You don't want to do that. You got to be ready for the pitfalls and obstacles. You also have to be flexible. What that means, if you got to change something, do it. Don't sit there and think you got to keep this. If I say I got to do 1, 2, and 3, but no, I want to do 4, and I don't want to change it, but you got to be flexible. If 4 gonna be something that you can reach, and you feel that it should be shifted, and that's where your knee wants to go, then that's where you change it. That's what you do. That's how you do it. And smart goals also often individuals will set themselves up for failure by setting general and unrealistic goals. So you don't want to do that. For instance, such as I want to be the best at X. This goal is vague with no sense of direction. So you don't want to do that. Also, smart goals set you up for success by making goals specific, measurable, achievable, timely. The SMART method helps you push your future, gives you a sense of direction, and helps you organize and reach your goals. So be flexible and keep your mind on what are you doing. And, I also look at a few other things. Sometimes you have emotional intelligence, time management, leadership traits. All these management and strategies, resources. So you got different resources that you can look at and just keep yourself focused. But I'll say what you have to do is take control and be consistent. Take control and be consistent in what you're doing. We go back to your pitfalls and your obstacles. Don't fall off, but if you fall off, you be consistent and go right back to what you're doing. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Don't get your mindset off. You veer to the right or veer to the left. If you say, well, I'm gonna go to the gym 4 days a week, set that goal. So why that's something that you want to achieve. I'm going only 4 days a week. Set that goal, move toward that goal, and do it. That way you can take control and be consistent. I'm going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Without fail, you go to the gym. And that's one of the things we need to look at. Take control and be consistent. But also be proactive. I know the years I was in law enforcement and being a supervisor, I always had my officers asking to be proactive, not reactive. We don't want to react to a situation. We want to be proactive, not reactive. So you can know which directions or what's going on. So be proactive and take control of consistency. So I know Coach Deborah, she would love to have been on here this morning. And these are just a few of the things that come to mind. But one of the things that I know sticks out more to me is you got to set SMART goals and be grateful for your life. Preserve it. Because, it's a blessing that you have what you have, and you don't want to get stuck. So you get stuck. If you can get stuck if you don't have a positive. If you got a negative mindset, you're going to get stuck. you're not going to go in that direction that you need to go. So I say you got to be, keep in mind these things are bullets I want to give you. You got to set smart goals, prioritize, create a daily to-do list, formulate a positive mindset, be ready for pitfalls and obstacles, be flexible, but most of all, take control consistently and be proactive. Because that's one of the biggest things I saw, that we achieve our goals and our, I don't want to say our arrest record, but our preventing different criminal acts and things like that by being proactive. We eliminated a lot of that. So our criminal activity was probably less than 10% by being proactive. So you got to stay on your toes. You got to be proactive, and you got to take control and be consistent. So I say it's a lot that could be done, but if you stick with these that I gave you today, you can go and be successful in achieving your goal, whatever direction you want it to go in. So just remember those things, and I'm gonna reiterate them again. He wants to be set smart goals. Anyone that sets smart goals and they prioritize them, create a daily to-do list, formulate a positive mindset, be ready for pitfalls and obstacles, be flexible, but all take control and be consistent. But in all the best, be proactive. Now, Coach Deborah wasn't feeling too well, and I just stepped in for a few minutes to speak on this topic of take control. So this morning, I just hope you pick up some of these nuggets and take control of your life. You know, they have a superpower to allow people and circumstances to have control. So thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank Coach Deborah for allowing me to step in for a few minutes. But just join her on next Tuesday, which is December 10th. Blueprint for Success with guest pastor Herb Ford. And their topic going to be your influence. So, as she declares Jeremiah 29:11 over your life, God knows the plan he has for your life. He wants you to have prosperity, not disaster, and the future you hope for. Design your blueprint based on your plans God has for you. Follow them and build your best life. Thank you, and thank you, Deborah, Coach Deborah, for allowing me to sit here a short time this morning. And remember, building your best life is our business. It is not a slogan. It's our commitment. I thank you, and you have a blessed day the rest of your day. Enjoy it. And remember, this is a season, and I always say, Merry Christmas, Jesus. So, thank you. Thank you, Coach Deborah. God be blessed. Everybody take care. Thank you.